I'm a musician. I'm a pianist, and I play also electronic instruments. Like I'm using sampling and synthesizers. And I'm also a kite surfing instructor. Yeah. What else? Maybe Michał?
Hi everyone, my name is Michał Brendal and I'm a drummer. I play drums and I play in different bands and that's one of my favorite bands, which is Joanna Duda Trio. I'm also a graphic designer, but mostly drummer. Yeah, I struck things with sticks and with mallets and with other different kind of materials and make sound out of it. I try to make it happen. And now for something completely different.
Hi, my name is Max Mucha. I'm a bass player, mostly double bass, but I play electric too. Yeah, I'm glad to be a part of Joanna Duda Trio, which is one of my favorite bands. And I don't have any extra profession.
How to make furniture?
Yeah, I sometimes renovate furniture for my own home purposes. So yeah, that's my kind of my hobby, kind of my COVID hobby. It used to be.
This is the most difficult question because it's like if someone asks me, tell me about your music, it's like, it's like you try to describe a very complex dream, which is very abstractional. And I don't know how about you guys, but usually it doesn't make sense in the moment that I'm describing it because it doesn't have timeline. It's full of different shapes and shades of emotions. It's kind of simple but complicated. It's not linear, as I said before. And well, I guess what is my music? It's kind of part of me. I mean, I'm expressing myself. I don't have any verbal message in particular, but for sure I want the people who listen to our music to feel good. And I think this is the most important part about this music. I want to pass something good to the people, and I want them to live something together, to experience something together with us. I want them to forget about problems. I want them to just to be here and now, I think, which is not that easy. Well, it's a huge impact because all of us, we've got very strong personalities, and of course it was my decision about this set of people was very conscious, and I really like it. This is for me a value which is not present when I play solo, which sometimes seems a little bit overwhelming or maybe not boring, but it's like I feel a lot of pressure when I'm playing just by myself, and when I've got people on stage, especially these people who are actually my friends and we know each other since many years. It's something very special for me. We've developed our language and we understand each other without words, and there are many things we are talking about during our tours, and it's really we are having good time. So it's also having impact on the music. It's the music is also about this, about our relationship.
Yeah, so to be honest, I don't own such thing. I'm not a leader. I don't have my own band where I present my compositions. So whenever I write something down, I usually just put it somewhere into the shelf and let it wait until the right moment to come up with something that would be like mine, like my own project. So this hasn't happened yet. So yeah, there's no answer to your question actually. Yeah, but I can tell like what impact does playing in Joanna Duda trio has on like other projects that I participate in. So yeah, actually every project I'm involved has an impact on the way I play, because like meeting new people and learning their languages develops your own language. It changes the same like when you meet people and you take from everyone, your personality changes. So also like when you asked Joanna, like ask her to describe what's her music like, it's like if you ask someone to describe what's his personality like, which is not a question you can answer actually. So to answer your question or to like make up an answer to the question that I don't have an answer, it's just a constant process of learning like different languages and developing your own language, your way of thinking of music, way of like finding new ways of improvising, and so on and so on.
Playing with Joanna and with the trio, it makes me grow as a musician, as a person actually, and I know since we're doing it for a couple of years now that we're making a quality. So it's not Joanna, Max and I, it's the trio right now. It's like one being, and there's a style to it, I think. And I'm really glad and I'm really happy that we're making it, because when I see other bands at on the jazz stage around, it's like this is similar to one to another, and I know we're doing something a little bit different. So it also speaks about how hard it is to describe it, because there's so many styles in it combined. And I guess, I mean, it's me speaking, but I guess we can probably share the same idea that when we play, we don't think about it. It just happens, and it's natural, and it also makes me happy that it's happening like this, like it's not the not thinking way of it, you know, because then it comes as very natural thing, organic music, you know. And I'd like people to think of it as this, and I don't know if people think of this like I said, but I would like them to. And that's also the same thing about asking Joanna or somebody else about her music, because after some time it's getting so personal that you stop thinking about it, and it's like you would ask me, what can I tell you about myself, about myself as a person? I don't know, because I can say, I guess I'm kind of nice guy, but if am I can say this, but actually it's you who can judge me from your own perspective. It's very difficult to find a common ground between those spaces, you know. And more we play together, I want to go farther in this direction, that I'm not thinking about this as a style, more as a singular being, you know, like it's something undescribable. Sorry for my English. Yeah, but for me as a player, it makes me grow, and it makes me feel that I am worthy, some kind, because I'm also a player who plays with singers. Let's say I'm doing the job, you know. But here in this trio, I can speak my own voice, and I know it works here. So it allows me to speak louder.
So I don't really think about what my music is supposed to be. Sometimes I'm in this trap and then I have to like really like get out of it because it's a dead end. I think the music should just be. I am not thinking about the commercial thing about it. I'm just trying to be authentic. And this is the only thing I'm really attached to when I'm creating the music. Of course, it's a lot of things I want to put there, lots of ideas, lots of styles, but I'm not really thinking about what it's gonna bring, you know. And I used to think like even a few years ago that maybe I'm supposed to like make some marketing and focus on it and try to gain more public and blah 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 blah. But I was trying to, and it was giving me completely nothing. It was completely useless to you know to make actions and to focus there. I was feeling very bad because I didn't really like it. I was feeling I'm trying to sell something and it's not working, so does it mean that my music is bad because no one wants to buy it? I don't know. It's like you cannot think in that way, you know? It's like I decided to focus only on being creative and only to do what I do in the best way I can. And I think when I started to really pay attention to this, it started to bring me more fruit and it started to make more sense for me. So I don't really think about the marketing side. Of course, when it comes to, I don't know, making some little things like we are posting something on Instagram just for information for the people so they know that we are playing somewhere. Then I'm like, you know, making some work in Canva with help of a graphic designer, for example. But it's like really little part of my job. So I am not really focused on it. And probably also when we will be designing a new cover for the new album, which is coming up next year, I will also think about like how it should look like. But again, I wanted to like be really in line with the thing that we are playing, right? So I'm not thinking about what the people will think about it. I'm thinking about what do we want to say, what is our message, like, because you cannot, the music is for the message to be sent, but you don't have to name it, you don't have to say about it. You can just, you know, make it there as sounds, and then you can put it as a piece of art on the cover, right? So I think that's it. That's my point of view about it.
Because your question was like about you asked Joanna if she's thinking about her music as a like commercial product, in other words. So I think like what she just said is like very important, because the conclusion for me is that if you're being honest, no matter if it's a process of composition or just playing on the stage, if you're being honest about it, then it's the music becomes communicative, and if it's communicative, then it reaches the people. So if you pay too much attention of like creating commercial projects, then you're thinking about like some fields of it, like some elements of it that you want to use to build, like that becomes a product, but you're missing the element of communication in it. So for me, also like when I listen to the music, what comes to me, what speaks to me is usually music that is honest, that is like that I feel the honesty of someone who creates, compose and plays the music, and that's the biggest value. And such music will reach and gain audience anyway, in my opinion.
Okay, so the important message now for you guys, now the marketing part, you know. We are releasing the new album next year. It's gonna be out in spring 2025. You should be expecting the first single January, February next year. And we signed a contract with Bird Out from the UK, so our recording is gonna be on vinyl. So we are very happy about it, and yeah, stay tuned. Bądźcie czujni.
Bądźcie czujni. Thank you.
Thank you.